Romeo and Juliet. Shakespeare wrote Romeo and Juliet in 1595. It was one of his earliest plays and only the second of his tragedies. Shakespeare's plays are generally divided into three types: comedies, tragedies, and histories. Throughout the early part of his writing career, Shakespeare wrote histories because of their popularity and comedies. Prior to Romeo and Juliet, the only tragedy he had written was Titus Andronicus, which was a very ill play and not particularly well known. Romeo and Juliet was the first of his great works. The play was a huge success and established a reputation for Shakespeare, who was only about 30 years old. The story was familiar to Elizabethan public because Arthur Burke had written a poem called Romeus and Juliet in 1562. William Painter wrote a prose version in 1582. Burke's work was based on Giulietta e Romeo, an Italian novel by Matteo Bandello, which itself was based on Italian works inspired by classic Greek love stories. It had been suggested that the legend of Romeo and Juliet was originally a true story. Although this is uncertain, in Verona, the alleged balcony and tomb of the lovers are popular tourist attractions till this day. The true story of Romeo and Juliet had such a wide appeal that it has been used in so many adaptations of the play. For example, Leonard Bernstein's musical West Side Story set in modern New York, the feuding families that are represented by rival gangs. In 1986, director Baz Luhrmann produced an award-winning film version of the play starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes in the title roles. It was set in a fictional modern city called Verona Beach, and guns replaced swords as weapons. The play is also the basis of the film Shakespeare Love, which tells the story of Shakespeare and his production company as they prepare for production of Romeo and Juliet in Elizabethan London. What do you think about Romeo and Juliet?